Alright guys, welcome back to another Borderlands 3 build video. We have our third Moze build, okay? So real quick before I do anything else, I want to say I've been working on making a flak build, but dude, I feel like flak in Mayhem 10 might be weakest. Vault Hunter, man, I'm just having a lot of trouble like just having him stay alive and whatnot. I think I'm on a decent track right now, but regardless, I figured I'd go ahead and share this Moze build with you guys. We're going to be calling it the BRUISER MOZE build, and it's pretty simple, self-explanatory. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the skill tree and everything. So, whoopsies. Alright, so here is what we're rocking with. A very similar style type of tree that we've been rolling with for the past good little while. Also, want to note that I will be doing a Minesweeper Moze build here in a bit. Yes, it's going to involve a KSN SMG. I'm sorry, but that SMG is built for the Minesweeper. Anyways, here's our tree. Yeah, go ahead, get your 5 out of 5 Vlad off Ingenuity, 5 out of 5 Armored Infantry, my bad. Then 4 out of 5 in Vlad off Ingenuity, 3 out of 3 into Thin Red Line. And then we are going to be using our self-draining in Brass here, along with experimental munitions. And then obviously you want to put your 3 out of 3 into Desperate Measures. And then our Phalanx Doctrine, you just want to put in 4 here. Our class mod gives us 2, so we are at 6. Alright, and then if you come to our Bottomless Mag tree, pretty simple. These are the same skills I always get whenever, like, if I'm ever just going to spec into mainly the red and blue tree, I will always get these just because Incinerate damage is great on Moze. These Redistribution, Russian Offensive gives her amazing health regen and lifesteal, and then Scrappy is just useful. Overall, Scrappy is very, very good. Then we have Stainless Steel Bear. Oh, whoops, not Stainless Steel Bear. We have nothing in the Stainless Steel Bear because we don't go into short fuse in this build. We are going to be speccing 5 out of 5, Fires Cagged In, 3 out of 3 Means of Destruction, 5 out of 5 Torch Cross Promotion. Be careful, this will kill you. If you don't want to put yourself in a Torch Cross Promotion, okay, look, so if you don't want to put the spec all the way into Torch Cross Promotion, the only thing I would recommend in here, it would be Grizzled, but even then, I really think getting the 2 out of 5 and a Vampire is really helpful. If you feel like you're built differently and you don't need to put these skill points from Torch Cross Promotion, if you just want to get these 2 skill points here, then by all means go ahead, try and max out yourself your Scrappy, or get yourself Tenacious Defense. That could really help you, and then full kind of whoop ass could also help as well. But we're getting Vampire, so we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be obviously speccing 3 out of 3 in the Holy Pen, 2 out of Vampire, 1 in the Auto Bear, and then 5 out of 5 in Torch Cross Promotion. Then we get ourselves some target softening, which is helpful. Since Iron Bear is just so weak in Mayhem 10, there's no point in going with our dual rail guns, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is the way it is. Once again, I'm gonna try and run through this pretty fast. So here's our main weapon, our damage dealers, right? We have a Plague Bearer, Back Burner, and then a Yellow Cake. Obviously, these are top tier rockets. These are very important rocket launchers. The Back Burner. This one is a little bit hard to farm. You have to do a lot of upload your saving and re-downloading it as you're on True Vault Hunter mode in Mayhem 10 in the story in order to get a Mayhem 10 version. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. Either way, we do have one. I would assume that out of this build, this would be the weapon that a lot of you guys would not have. So me and some of my crew, we will be able to hook you guys up. If you're on PlayStation 4, that is. So yeah, hook you up with a nice solid Back Burner like this. Yellow Cake. I found that running just a 300% Yellow Cake is more efficient than the 150 Rad. Mainly due in part is that if you can just go for the wall big bang your buckshot, this will just help you out more. Moreover, for sure, it's really good. Obviously, the Yellow Cake is stupid strong. And so are these rocket launchers work really well together. The Plague Bear, I did showcases on both of these weapons. The Plague Bear is like a lump and a Scourge had a baby, and then a Back Burner, basically you shoot it, the initial ball doesn't do that much damage, it's kind of like a lob, but then it shoots like 5 or 6 little mortars that do millions of damage, which is awesome. Then we have our one-shotter here. Yes, we are using another one-shotter on this build. Oh, I didn't go over the Sandhawk. So your 4 slot can literally be anything you want it to be. If you want it to be a Q system to help you do a lot of damage, like, you know, if you want to like pick yourself up really fast, you can use that. I wouldn't use a Monarch. Chaosing could work. Recursion. Let's see, what else could you use on here? You could totally use any, like a Hedgehog or a Quickie if you want to use 4 rockets. I found that I wasn't really using the Sandhawk all that much, especially since this one doesn't have semi-automatic on it. Main thing you're wanting is your Yellow Cake. back burner, and your plague bearer though. Your fourth weapon can be just anything, up to you. I went with the Sandhog for reasons you'll see later on in the build. But yeah, so there's our one-shotter that we're using. If you don't have a one-shotter shield, you could totally use an old god that helps out yourself, helps out your elements. A stopgap, a transformer, stuff of that nature. Could work really good. If you're built differently, you'll run a snowshoe and a deathless and a snowdrift. But that's a topic for another day. Most all, go for it. Go try, if you have a one shutter, put that on. Transformer, stopgap, old god, stuff like that. And then we have our grenade, our cloning hunter seeker. Just helps us with our vampire, keep us up and alive. And then we have our last stand victory rush. So unfortunately, with the setup that we're running right now, we actually don't get health gates, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it is what it is. I didn't want to put on a death list for this one. I like running a build like this. I like this victory rush a lot. You could totally put on a death list here if you want, as I mentioned earlier, a snowdrift death list and a snowshoe. If you're built differently, you can try and do that. But otherwise, I would highly recommend a victory rush for sure. I wouldn't really use a pearl on this one. Actually, you could use a pearl on this one to maximize your damage even more. Now that I think about it, since we're going to be running a cloning hunter seeker, or if you have a mitosis hunter seeker, that would work well. Combine those two with a pearl could work well. But I just like using my last stand victory rush here. But yeah, snowdrift deathless could work really well. And then the pearl could work well. And then a victory rush for sure. I just like this passives on this one mainly. That's why I'm kind of using it. Radiation damage, 40% AoE, and then 36% shield recharge rate just goes hand in hand with everything that I'm using in this build. And then this is our bloodletter here. So yeah, this is part of the reason why I did throw on that Sandhog was because of the splash damage that we have on our bloodletter. This bloodletter is a top tier bloodletter for any type of build, for sure. Especially this one when we're mostly using rockets. 35% heavy weapon damage, 28% weapon damage, 32% weapon splash damage, and then we have 3 into Desperate Measures and 2 out of Phalanx Doctrine. Very, very useful. That basically wraps everything, that ties everything together with our rockets and all of that. But yeah, guys, other than that, that's gonna just about wrap up the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, then go ahead, drop your love on that like button and subscribe if you are new. Also, while you're at it, go to give that bell down there a little bit of love tap for him. I would greatly appreciate it. Is there anything else I need to go over, really? I think I hit all the high notes here. Oh, let me show the modifiers that I like to play on. Let's see. Yeah, we're on Buddy System, Ticked Off, Healy Avenger, and Loot Explosion. Honestly, Ticked Off is terrible, and I should probably change that, but I really don't like the loot. Not the loot. The pools. Like the freaking elemental pools. I hate that modifier. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy the video, you know what I'm saying, drop your little that like button, subscribe if you are new, check out the Discord, first thing at the top of the description. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. My name's Kree, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.